listening to the Receipts podcast. We had a winter break and we are back with a vengeance. This episode I am terrified for. I'm going to go on 3 speed dates tonight. And I do need to mention that, of course, this came out of the evil genius brain of Andrew McGuire. So Andrew, thank you.
Well, it was a joint production with someone that you're actually going on a date with.
That's
this
true.
evening, right?
That's true.
Oh.
One of my dates on Hinge did say, when he heard I had a dating podcast, oh my God, you should record the dates for the podcast. And I was like, okay, it looks like you're signed up then. Yeah. So joint production. And then, of course, joining me, because I can't do this alone, I have wonderful friends, fellow hilarious comedians, Taylor Ortega and Devon Walker. Hi.
Hi.
How are we
What's
feeling?
up?
Devon, you're just shaking his head.
I have no idea how this is going to go, but I'm excited to see.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see you on a date.
I'm terrified for everyone to see me on a date. So
That's
that's kind of what I'm most nervous about.
But I think it'll make everybody else feel really normal about, I mean, I've never seen myself on a date, so that I will say it's brave.
Thank you.
Dang.
But
Wow. Thank you so much. Well, if you have a dating podcast, I think you have to be able to, if you serve it, you got to dish whatever that phrase is. Dish it out, eat it up, gobble it up.
yeah.
Also, it's like I don't know if we've ever seen this before. Has anybody ever done this? Is this something that somebody's done on a podcast before? I haven't heard of it.
Not to my knowledge. We might be the first.
I think y'all are making history right now.
We might be the first. Yeah, I'm like, what do we want to even see from these guys? There are 3 of them. What do we want to see? I think a nice conversation would be good. Like equal amount of time talking would be good.
I would love to see no red flags personally, because they're not going to be talking for that long.
No.
And I would just be so wowed if there were no red flags the whole episode.
Yeah.
I would be
not even like they need to talk for an hour.
I would be more so impressed if they were able to like fit a red flag into 10 minutes.
You want them
Like, wow, okay.
I think you're
coming with that. Yeah.
Honestly, I agree with y'all on both points. I think avoiding a red flag would be ideal, but also if they manage to squeeze, well, like if we find out a guy's a Nazi in 10 minutes, then it's like that's
kind of
God bless.
Yeah,
if he's a Nazi, I'm not his type.
Right.
At the end of the day.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
It's
just not going to work out.
Is it a red flag inherently? What sort of color flag is it that they're agreeing to do a Zoom first date?
That's a great point. I think this really does say something about the people who signed up, for sure. Because I put it, the way that I found these dates, 2 out of the 3 of them in any case, is that I put on my Hinge profile, together we could, because that's one of the prompts, together we could go on a date recorded for my podcast. Click this, heart this one if this is what you want to do. So the people who hearted that are coming in like really bold, saying, absolutely, I'm down to have our first date recorded for public consumption. So I don't know what that says about them.
I guess I'll figure it out.
I've got a question for just the group, for Andrew and Taylor. Would you guys do that? Would you guys go on a first date in this fashion on someone else's podcast?
Yeah, I would. I also would, because I feel like, especially if you're on a woman's podcast specifically, which I'm in my date, I'm assuming I am. Like, I really do trust it to not be weird, but I've been wrong before. Not in this specific way, but I've been wrong on dates. And
right.
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 Absolutely terrifying to some people. So, but I would do it.
Dev,
Okay.
would you?
If it were someone who weren't a comedian, yes.
Okay.
I would not be on a comedian's dating podcast, but if it was just someone that was completely like unattached to my social life in any sort of way, I'd do it just out of curiosity.
Wow, the listeners are listening.
Yeah, the listeners are really listening in. They're like, this
get a
is how I
free
get
date
Devon on a date.
Don't need to know him.
Yeah, just make up a podcast, put it on Spotify, reach out to Devon.
Yeah.
Straight in the
I'm
DMs.
open to it. Yeah.
They might. So my first date, we matched on Hinge. he wanted to speak outside of the app, which is smart. I prefer that too. So I gave him my Instagram handle. He was like, we could DM or text. So I gave him my handle, which kind of not for any reason in particular, just because it was an option. So we've been DMing only a little bit, kind of over the holidays. And then when he found out about my dating podcast, he did say, wow, you should record dates for the podcast. So obviously he's the first victim. He brought it upon himself. And I've just kind of been DMing him, and the picture, his like photo is a very close-up photo of his face, and it's just like very soulful. Just to give everyone a little bit of an idea of who we're
Is there any
dealing
way to place this into the chat?
Yeah,
So we
where
can
can
check this out?
yeah, just to get an idea. I know we were about to see him, but love that. Oh, very
This
close
is
up.
the photo. Just
Very close up.
a lot of close-up face, a lot of kind of Joe Jonas energy in this photo, I'd say. And a lot of sun glare.
Where does he live? Do we know where these people live? Are they
Yes.
is
Yeah,
there
we
like
do.
time differences and stuff?
Yeah, I should have pulled up my matches.
That's gonna help me judge them before I know them. You know what I mean? If I knew where they're from.
Okay.
Now I'm make some judgment based totally on my own impressions and not
Okay.
them.
The information
It's important to do that.
So important.
He lives in Spring Lake, it says.
Okay, I have no idea.
What is
I don't know
that?
where that is, but he is a New Yorker. He's a New Yorker. If I find out he's not a New Yorker, that'll be very interesting. 31, 6'3", which any listeners of the podcast know is my immediate like, okay, I'll match.
Kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
Overrated. Height is overrated. I've been saying this.
It's not. I know it's not
Overrated.
important. I know it's not important, but something in my messed up, sick little brain is like, ooh, tall. And he is a founder, so he has a startup, and we're the same type of weird. If you like fondue, because food dipped in other food means game on. That's
okay.
I
like dips.
I like dips.
Okay.
I like dips.
I'm not mad at the fondue.
Yeah, I think no one's mad at fondue.
About the what?
I want to hear more about his business.
What would you say?
Okay, we'll see if I find out more about his
I'm
business.
curious about what kind of I'm curious about what the startup is. And it's like, I feel like there's mad people who are always saying that they're business owners in their bios. And I'm like, okay, but like, okay, what's your business though? How much money are you living off of this?
Yeah, how much fondue can you actually purchase?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you rolling in fondue or are you not? Okay, well, he's literally in the waiting room.
Okay.
Saying, cheers, babes. Thank you for doing this with me.
I can't wait.
Cannot wait. I think everyone mute and turn off your video, please. Andrew, start the timer. I hear you, but I don't see you. Hey.
That's because the video didn't start.
Oh, we love that. Perfect. Hi, how are you?
Good. How's it going? Nice mic.
Thank you. Well, ultimately it is a podcast, so this is my mic.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
How's your puzzle going? Are you somebody that starts from the edges, or do you just, go Winn-Dixie with it and start from the middle and branch out?
I like to sort by color first. So
start by color first.
Yeah, so I'm sorting by color and then also by edges. And then I try to do matching up the colors and then I go from there. So if I get tired of it, I'll then do the edge or I'll go back to, whatever middle section I'm working on at any point. So
do we have any results yet on that puzzle?
No, we have none. I'm still just like sorting. I'm in the middle of sorting pieces. That's where I am. But
you gotta organize it. Get your mind out.
I know. Well, I organize everything ultimately. So I never kind of go in, in chaos or of the mess. So
things look pretty established over there. Yeah. Trees are in the proper corner. Picture frames don't look like they're, off or falling down.
My freaky fish son over there too.
So tell me more about this trivia that you were helping out.
Yeah, I started a hosting trivia for different student groups and events and companies, because it turns out like companies and businesses still need to do fun events for happy hours or whatever, but there's nothing really to do. So there's this whole like, there are all these different places that would love for a comedian to come in and write trivia questions and host. And it's been a lot of fun. Actually, my partner on that is my producer for this podcast. So he is here. And we've been working on that. We did a really good job actually for SBA a couple of days ago, and it was so much fun. I don't get to perform very much, so I love having the opportunity to be on screen, if you can believe it, though it's not the same.
Certainly can believe it. What are some of the examples of questions that you would ask during these trivia nights?
Well, it changes because I update it for each organization. So for SBA, the questions were mostly about video games and cartoons because it's the School of Visual Arts, and that's what they love. So there were cartoon catchphrases and always a guess the theme round at the end. And the theme this time was Super Mario, and they got it. One team got it. The other team was having technical issues and they kind of dropped out. So sad for them.
What is the prize for something? Like, does somebody win or?
Yeah. For SBA, they give them a prize pack from the store, which they were really excited about, it turns out.
Cool.
But when I did it for like Dia & Co., which is a clothing brand I hosted for them, that was more just like the different employees were playing against each other. And I think they won maybe a bottle of wine or something. Mm-hmm. I don't decide the prizes. HR decides the prizes.
If you're a student in art school or production or anything with film and things like that, your like cost for supplies and school things that you need for projects are like super expensive. So I can imagine how a kid or a student from SVA would just love to get a prize like that at the end of having fun.
But it's not even school supplies. It's like a stuffed bunny. But they were very excited.
It's like a stuffed
bunny and a magnet and stickers, but they loved it.
You know, there's nothing like a stuffed bunny for good inspiration while you're, getting your artwork done.
I love a sticker. I'm never saying no to a sticker. I only vote for the sticker.
That's it. That's it. That's what it's for. And then you start like a big collage of it at home. You maybe even put together like a little sticker t-shirt or something like that. And it just represents all of your fine decision-making.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What's work like for you?
What's what?
Work like for you right now?
Work like for me is just tons of containers over here.
Right, because it's a Tupperware competitor. Better than.
Yes. So basically, I designed a meal prep container that allows people to customize the container and personalize it so that they can balance nutrition around their individual needs. Okay. And then it's also fully collapsible, so you can easily store it and put it into any bag or backpack and things like that. And it's made from sustainable raw materials, and 1% of each color's purchase price, so it comes in blue, red, and green, gets donated to a aligned charity of that color.
Cool. So you have a lot of Tupperware, a lot of your storage containers in your house right now, just like
a bunch of them are still like prototypes at the moment because we haven't started full on manufacturing of the product yet. But it looks like after my last discussion with the manufacturer that we should be getting like the minimum order quantity of units that I put into place going and fulfilled by February.
That was so much business. That was so much business. The prototypes, the quantities, the orders fulfilled.
Yeah, it just comes out like word vomit these days.
Yeah, just happening. Are there a lot of people who work with you, or is it just you?
Just me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm just a lone ranger over here trying to friggin' keep things going.
Okay, out of your apartment?
So I moved back down. So I told you that I was living in the city for a really long time. And then I last year decided to relocate down here when I wanted to go off on my own and start the personal venture all out. So my family and I'm very fortunate that we have a like summer home down in New Jersey. So I relocated down here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jers, Asbury Park. You know.
I know. I've been there.
Do you actually come down to Asbury Park often?
Never. I actually really try hard not to be in New Jersey.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. You're missing out on wonderful, wonderful things that happen down here.
I believe it. I know. I'm missing out on the shore, the Wawas, my friend.
There you
Taylor
go.
excited
There you
about
go.
the
We're getting the
Asbury.
language together. Exactly. That's just where all
Yeah.
it starts. Be able to like use some just basic words that you can use as buzzwords for people, and people will think you're from Jersey anytime.
I know. Well, I ultimately am from there. I think I told you that, right? That I'm from New Jersey.
You didn't say exact. Where are you from?
Basking Ridge, Central.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And is your family from where you're currently staying, or?
No, so I grew up in West Orange, which is Essex
I
County,
know
actually
West
more
Orange.
closer to Baskin Ridge.
I know West Orange. That's where my
Yeah.
best friend from high school is from.
Yeah. So that was where I kind of started out, and then went into the city like right after high school. And then went there from college, and then like got a job after college, stayed there for like 12 years in like altogether. And yeah, always was down here because it's an easy trip to come down this way, right? Like taking the train is only about like an hour and a half.
Bad.
Driving's like 50 minutes.
So
did you go straight from
Oh.
Baskin Ridge into New York?
Yeah. I moved to New York right after college, and I was doing internships like every summer during college. So I've spent so little time in New Jersey after high school, to be honest. I was done. I was done with it. I also do not like driving. I'm really bad.
Oh, well, then you're a perfect New Yorker. Yeah, most New Yorkers are really bad at driving.
Yeah, also perfect New Jerseyan too, because I would say New Jerseyans are bad at driving.
You know, it's something we can just go back and forth with on and off. It's like, you know, just, yeah, that's what we love to pizza. Who's got the best pizza? Who's got the best water? Who's got the best, who's got the best beach?
Okay, Jersey.
Yeah, maybe. So when you do want to go out to the beach, you go out to Long Island, or you just like, oh, let me skip town and head down somewhere more tropical?
I went to Seaside during the pandemic. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. It was the Airbnbs were cheap, and I really wanted to get out of the city, but it turns out that Seaside was just full of people who voted for Trump and were wearing their like I don't give a shit, I vote Trump shirts. Essentially, that's what it said. And then like I forgot, because when I was a kid, the ride seemed so majestic and cool to me. And then going as an adult, I was like, oh no, this is a shithole.
Yeah. We
So
distracted you with all the pretty lights when you were young, and you didn't pick up on the on the people walking by.
I know. I think the people who live there full time are not my favorite people.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you are still looking for those rides and another experience, Point Pleasant's usually a little more like family oriented.
Okay.
And has some of that like going on, not like rides. Actually, I think maybe they do have some rides. I'm not sure, but they have like games and arcade and all that kind of stuff, which is super fun. So
how often do you go there?
I mean, I don't go to Point Pleasant very often. I usually like stay more in Asbury Park, which I'm surprised you haven't been to, because just from getting to know you like a little bit, it seems like it might be a spot that you would be interested in. It's all about like music, the arts, food,
I like
boutique
those
stores,
those
antique, nostalgia, like all of that kind of stuff, little shops. And it's a very, I would say, like more liberal community over there.
Oh, good.
Very,
hear that. Okay, good. Yeah, perfect.
So, you know, that probably resonates with you, some of those things that I just mentioned.
I connect to that, yep.
And yeah, that's where I usually hang out. Also, it's a little bit closer than Spring Lake. I mean, I'm kind of like it's a little bit closer than Point Pleasant. I'm in Spring Lake, which is kind of equidistant, but Asbury Park tends to be a little bit more my scene. Older crowd too. So it's not really.
And you prefer that?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. No, very cool. I'm wondering, I'm like, how are we doing? How much time do we have, Andrew?
We are at 10 minutes. We're at 11 actually.
Oh my God.
That's the cap. So
honestly,
right on.
That went by really fast.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh my God. No, it was so nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Okay. Dev, Taylor, hello.
Hey, didn't know if we were back in or what.
We're
Well.
Okay.
I have a lot of opinions. Didn't think I would.
If you're looking for a ride and experience, it's like, wow, okay.
I know.
I actually didn't know he was going to be from New Jersey, so that really changes things for me.
Taylor, are you from New Jersey?
I'm from New Jersey, and there's this whole thing that like it doesn't matter. Most people from New Jersey are awful, but for some reason, when you meet another person from New Jersey, you're just like, I'll give you a chance.
Yeah, you can have a hot sec because we know we are familiar.
Yeah, and honestly, it is a state where everyone has a personality, so that's pretty fun. But also sometimes it's an absolute nightmare. But
what are we
I love his Tupperwares.
Yeah, cool business for sure. Interesting. We don't know though, because he just works for himself right now, so it's not like. So Devon, to answer your question, how much fondue can he buy? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unclear. He was hot to me.
I was thinking that he sort of looked like he could be related to you.
Okay.
Which ultimately is like you are an attractive person, Jenny. Like you are a hot
Thank
person. I
you.
don't know if you want to be in a relationship or pursuing.
With my brother, maybe not.
My parents look exactly alike, and they're not related. So,
but I also. And you're gorgeous, so that
ultimately works out for you. You don't have to, but thank you for saying.
Oh my God, everyone in this Zoom right now is so fucking attractive. What can we even possibly do? Wow, I feel like I don't know. I was just trying to lighten it up. I feel like it felt kind of serious at points, and I was just trying to be light and fun. And then I'm like, I don't know.
Do we care what astrologically these people are, or like do I?
I guess maybe I do, but what's your guess?
I don't know.
I can always DM him and ask him.
Maybe an earth sign,
okay.
like I don't know. I like all the things he said about Asbury Park. It's like for a part of New Jersey that has a really bad reputation, the Jersey Shore, Asbury Park is like actually a really cool part of it where for like when we were little kids, if we went to Asbury Park, it would be an absolute ghost town, but it's really historically significant and has a lot of these really cool old like concert halls and shit. And then basically a bunch of elder gay men moved in because it was like beachfront property that no one was buying, and they bought it and revitalized the entire piece of beach basically that it's on, and now it's like got thriving businesses and stuff. So
awesome.
Honestly, the best part of the beach he could pick.
Okay, good. He picked a good beach. I'm happy that that's true.
Kind of the best part of the beach. So
I just messaged him. That was fun, and now I need to know your sign. LOL. So
really important.
Hopefully he'll tell me.
I guess. I don't know. He could be like.
Devon, you haven't said much. How are you feeling? What's up?
This guy, he didn't especially fun or funny is what I kept feeling as I was watching it. He did seem like a nice enough person, and it seems like you guys had a lot of I know being from New Jersey is a whole thing, and y'all seem to have liked it on that, which it just really is. Being from New Jersey, there's so much around it, and I didn't know this until I moved to the East Coast. But it seemed like you guys have something. The Tupperware thing did seem cool. I'd want to know a little bit more about that, but it seems like there's enough to go on a
longer date. Yeah, like on a second date.
But I don't know if there's enough to be like, this is like, I'm not excited,
Okay.
I'm not like hyped
yeah,
about this
he could have been more excited.
Like, there's
could have been more,
Yeah, he had very calm, collected, kind of serious. Definitely, he founded his own company kind of energy. Is what I'm getting.
Also was a little disconcerting to me that he didn't have anything on his walls back there.
I know,
That
just
is
a blank
exactly
white wall.
Yeah.
We are almost a year into this
that was
pandemic.
concerning.
You need something on the wall.
Yeah,
I don't live here,
empty.
so
Nothing.
this is in my house, or I would.
No.
Not really indicative of me.
There's some.
We can see. There's a mantle.
There's
there
some
is.
stuff over
Oh,
there.
Devon, you weren't here for this. So these are my plants, but I'm living in someone else's house right now. So that is a sign that says, "Always kiss me goodnight." Where did she get it? We don't know.
Wait. custom made.
Really romantic though.
So romantic. You got to bring someone home to kiss you goodnight every time.
Please always kiss me goodnight. Remember that.
I think she got that. I think the person got that from a Garden Ridge. That's big Garden Ridge energy.
Okay, good. Also like home goods, like
yeah, it does feel like a home goods kind of moment. So our next man is in the waiting room. Okay, so let me give you the scoop on him. Also matched on Hinge, but before matching on Hinge, we actually matched on Locks Club, which is the exclusive Jewish dating app.
Got it.
It's kind of horrible. It doesn't work well. I've had very few matches there. We matched there, and then he came up on Hinge, and then we matched again on Hinge with a like, well, look who it is, kind of like we're acknowledging that we've already matched before. Now we're matching on another app. And he works in media, and 31, 6'1". I know, it's just what it is. Carroll Gardens. And his love language is Drake, he says.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, and he wants someone who is good with parents, kids, and dogs. Very
many things.
Too many things to be good with. I can only pick one.
Simply no to that.
Choose one. Wow, okay. So I'm
dying
a technical question for you, Jenny. Would you rather me come in hot and say like, hey, your time is up, or do you want me to message you privately?
I would rather you come in hot and say your time is up.
Okay, all right.
I love it. I love that energy. It was very funny to me when you were like, well, actually, that was 11 minutes. I loved it.
So yeah. You needed.
You're like,
you waited until there was until there was like a nice break in the conversation too. There was like you timed it well.
Yeah, I loved it actually. Okay. Sorry, I just messaged him that we're almost ready. I'm gonna message the other, the last guy that we're running a little late. Wow.
Do you want to rate that date on a scale of 1 to 10, or is that we don't do that anymore?
I don't know. Well, I don't want to be mean in case anyone is listening, because
rating human beings is traditionally really hard to do because it is soulless and that's it. But thought you might want to.
Yeah,
I feel like rating the date is different than rating the person.
You're right.
Because there's like rating someone's attractiveness in a setting like this is kind of shitty. But rating like just how well you felt like it went, I think that's chill.
I was kind of rating the first in-person
impression. Yeah,
it's like interpersonal vibe.
Yeah.
For me, I think maybe a 6. Like like I'm interested in knowing more. That was fun. It went by quickly and was pleasant. And he is hot to me despite looking like we're related. So so I would say
I agree with that. I love that one.
So I'd say a 6, but I'm not gonna go like in the upper tier because then it would be like, oh my God, I can't. When are we gonna see each other again? I'm Bridgerton dying. I want to like touch hands,
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
The electricity. So that's what we're looking for. Good to know.
Right. Okay. I am pouring more wine. I'm gonna let in our next date.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Hi, I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't being docked time in my 10 minutes.
Oh my God, no. And absolutely would not ghost you from a Zoom.
No. I figured. No. Andrew was there. I figured people were holding you accountable.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, my producer's here. He's making sure I'm on top of it.
100%.
How are you?
I'm good. Is this like how many of me are there?
Just 3. Only 3. I just had 1. You're number 2.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
I'm warmed up. I filled a glass.
I got a thing. I got a
What is that?
I don't know. Someone left this beer at my house and I figured now would be an appropriate time to
We're doing new things. We're trying new things today, including the random beer that was left over in your fridge.
Exactly. This is a new thing.
I like your kitchen.
So thank you. I do a lot, I do a lot of work in this kitchen. This has served me well. Yeah. And I do. I started to.
Okay. During pandemic?
Yeah. I'm one of those guys.
Me too. I'm also that person. I also just learned how to cook like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm like 6 months. I got a few months like on you, but I've been cooking a lot. I baked a little bit. I did what they told me to do, more or less.
What's the best thing you can make right now?
I can make like a good sauce, like from scratch. I feel like, simple stuff,
Sauce. Okay.
What's the best thing you can make, Jenny?
Well, I learned how to make steak and lobster. Yeah, and a Thanksgiving turkey in the past few months. So
you're never.
I'm fucking it up for sure.
Yeah, I'm making sauce. I don't know. I'm keeping it simple. I'm not like an amazing cook, but like what else? So I obviously stalked you on Instagram.
Okay, good.
My best friend follows you.
Really?
I was like, yeah, and you don't follow him back. I mean, no, you wouldn't know. He's just a fan.
Really? He's just a fan?
He's just a fan. Yeah, my best friend in the whole world. I guess he's just. I'm like, I was like, how do you know this girl? He's like, well, she's like, he's a comedian. I was like, oh.
That's so nice. I feel like most of my followers are not just fans, so that's very cool.
I know. There's some people like comedy adjacent people that I was like, all right, that makes sense. And I figured maybe you guys know each other. He's like, no, I've never met her before. I'm like, oh, all right.
Has he seen me do a show?
I didn't really get into it with him. He is my best friend in the whole world. I was like, it felt like kind of like, all right, that's kosher.
That's a sign.
Yeah, exactly. It was something.
Cool. Sorry to ask you a lot of questions about your best friend in the world and not about you, but I am thrilled.
No. He's my best friend in the whole world. I'm like happy to talk about him. He's also been part of my, him and his girlfriend have been part of my COVID pod.
Oh, so cute.
Whatever, which is.
So are you flexible. The third wheel in your pod?
I'd like to. Well, yeah, I was going to say I'd like to think she is, but if this is going to be a podcast, then
no. Okay.
No, I'm the third wheel.
Okay, that's nice.
They live. Yeah, they live close. I'm in Carroll Gardens, and they're in Prospect Heights. And,
yeah, so close. I love that area.
Yeah, it's a great area. That's a nice area.
You get to see so many good dogs.
Yeah, there's a lot of good dogs. I mean, that's like a Brooklyn thing. A lot of good dogs.
Not in my part of Brooklyn.
What part of Brooklyn are you in?
Crown Heights.
Okay, there's not. Is that like a thing? Dogs aren't in Crown Heights?
Well, I'm pretty deep into it, so I'm actually right on the edge of the Orthodox Jewish neighborhood. So that's not the direction that I'm going to go right now.
They don't like dogs.
No, they don't like dogs, and they don't like masks, and those are two things that I like a lot. So
no, those are important things to me too, close to my heart. Dogs.
Yeah, so I'm really not going that direction, but definitely love to pop over to like that kind of West Brooklyn area for a good dog sighting.
All right. Well, I don't know. Do you have questions for me? How does it work? How does speed dating work?
We're just on a date. It just happens to be 10 minutes.
Okay. So you're from New Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey. Where are you from?
Okay. I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. And what made you want to come to New York?
It's the best city on earth. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's the best city in the entire world.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I feel like California people like to stay on the West Coast.
They do. That's the thing. My family's here now. My parents actually moved here a year and a half ago.
Oh, they did?
So we're all here. Or like we feel, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll go back at some point. They didn't sell the house, but like, they're here for now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I have siblings. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I'm the oldest. I have a little sister and then a younger brother. And I live with my sister. So my sister's my roommate.
Oh.
It's very cute, although she is currently staying with my dad where there is not enough space for me. So I was not invited. So my dad still lives in New Jersey and my youngest brother lives there full time. And then my sister has a room there, but I'd be on the couch. So I'm not going to do that.
No, that's fair. Is it just the two of you? Do you have other roommates or?
I have a third roommate, but he hasn't been here all pandemic. Still paying rent, obsessed with him, best roommate I've ever had. And he's planning on moving out once the lease is up this year. So I actually might not get a new roommate. I might just bite the bullet and live in a 3-bedroom, but have like a studio.
Oh, cool.
Wow,
That would be cool.
I know, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. What about you? How many siblings?
I am the oldest of 4.
Oh, wow.
2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay. In what order?
I became me, sister, younger brother.
Okay.
Cool. Who's 6'7". I feel like I always have to say that about him when I talk about him. He's like
6'7".
my little brother, but he's so tall. Yeah.
My youngest brother is the tallest also out of all of us, but we're a very short family. So, because
Okay.
I'm 5'2", and no one is above 5'9" in my family, but my brother Jacob is the tallest because he had growth hormone growing up. He was like, I don't want this fucking life. So he got growth hormone.
Yeah. No, we're tall people. And then he's like, he's like exceptionally tall. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Does he hit door frames with the top?
He doesn't hit door frames. He gets mistaken. Like he'll travel through, East Asia and get mistaken for a basketball player tall.
Okay.
I think that's like,
cool though.
Yeah. That's how you know.
And it's when he's traveling through East Asia.
Yeah, no, he does that. I mean, that's his, like, he's brave. He's the bravest of the 4.
What? Do they all live on the East Coast now too, or are they all?
They all live on the East Coast. I actually have a sister who just had I became an uncle in March.
Congrats.
Thank you. That was fun.
Is it a cute baby or is it an ugly baby?
It's a really cute baby. No. I'm happy you asked.
Legitimately a cute baby.
Like legitimately like a beautiful kid. Like, like blue eyes, like very, sometimes you see them and they're like
beautiful baby with brown eyes.
No, for sure I was. But he has like a look to him. He's like, he's also my nephew. Maybe that's a thing. You kind of feel attached.
I think if I had a niece or nephew that was not a cute baby, I wouldn't be able to hide it, that I felt that way.
He's legitimately cute.
Okay.
And they're in New Jersey. They moved to New Jersey. So I've been spending a lot of time in New Jersey, which is.
I don't like to do that.
It's funny. It's like it gets a bad rap. New Jersey's nice. It's sweet. It's pretty. It's like, it's homey. I feel like I always thought New Jersey was one thing, and then, it's sweet. I don't know. I mean,
down there. What part of New Jersey?
They're in like right over the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
North.
Yeah, North Jersey. Yeah. It takes, from here like 35 minutes without traffic.
That's so convenient.
Yeah. So,
how has work been for you during pandemic?
It's been good. It's been great. I used to work in an office, but I work from home. I'm a filmmaker, journalist. I used to do a lot of travel, but now it's been, you can, as you can produce a lot of stuff from your home. Basically.
Yeah, I didn't realize you did films.
I do. Yeah. Documentary mostly.
Okay.
I do like not breaking news stuff, but like stuff that's peripheral to the news cycle. And it's obviously this year has been different, but still making stuff, still doing stuff, which is great.
Yeah, that's awesome. I actually, one of my day jobs, because I produce events, but I produce a little documentary series too. Oh. And it's been very weird to be, I'm sure yours is more professional than mine actually, but mine is like a lot of like Zoom shoots. We'll be like, okay, you're going to meet us for a talking head interview over Zoom in the next
I'm doing that. I've been doing, I've been doing this. I have the plant here because I have to like take I've been doing Zoom stuff basically.
So this setup is not for me. This setup is for
I made sure the counter was clean, but I didn't take it from the living room, but this is the setup. This is where it all happens.
So you do interviews in front of your fridge?
I do interviews in front of my fridge.
Cool.
Sometimes I can block out the fridge, I think, like a little bit, but yeah, exactly.
I'm doing the same thing with a Peloton right now. It's very
exactly. There's stuff. It's kind of like, what am I going to show? The sink or the oven? I don't know. The fridge.
Hello. I'm so sorry to be a buzzkill, but we are at 10 minutes. So if you want to wrap it up.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
My chaperone.
I know. I like Andrew was CC'd. Well, this was fun. It was nice to meet you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this.
Yeah, it's so nice to meet you. Can't believe we've met on 2 different apps.
2, the Jewish one and the secular one.
Wow.
So how does it work? Can I like ask you out on a second date, or I can text you? All right.
You have my phone number actually in the email.
I do have your phone number now. So yeah. All right. Cool. Well, this was fun. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye, Andrew and everyone.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
This guy blew the last guy out of the water.
Out of the water.
It's not even
like
it's
he
not,
liked you the whole
I know.
time.
Well, I could feel that. I
exactly.
think he likes me actually. And his
Absolutely.
best friend is my #1 fan. Okay.
Okay, love
I
that.
was sold when
Major.
that came up actually.
When you found out when he liked you, you were like, but when you found out his
that's
friend
fine.
liked you,
Oh.
like, okay, now
Love
we're
that.
onto something.
Oh my god, a boyfriend and a
Mhm.
fan? Okay.
I like this.
Two for one.
I could see you guys ending up together for exactly 2 years.
Hey,
You know,
that's my favorite amount of time to date someone. I love to date someone for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's a perfect amount.
marriage.
Yeah,
That's
after
marriage.
2 years though. Yeah, because it's either like we in and we out. And sometimes you're like,
Mhm.
we out. Sometimes you're like, this was great.
Yeah.
This was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Oh
Taylor.
my no.
Nothing.
No.
I honestly just thought. I think he looked at you like you were having a private conversation the whole time, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Personally, really interested in the growth hormone story from you. That's
Oh yeah.
has something to do with the because my family. I had a cousin who actually had to take growth hormones because his joints were growing too fast. So
my brother had none of that. He just wanted it for personal, wanted to be tall reasons.
yeah, we had the opposite problem.
Yeah, opposite problem. Because
We were going
again,
too
my
fast,
family.
like big dogs that die soon. So like we had to slow it down. But we're not on a date. So
Okay.
I loved that. That was really great.
Yeah, that was fun actually.
A little bit of a type.
That's what I observed that as well.
Yeah. I would agree with
Yeah,
that.
if the last guy could be your brother, this guy can definitely be a cousin.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, I match most often with Jewish men, #1, but then also with men who are white and then tall, dark
Hair
vibe.
white Jewish men.
Yeah, mostly that's what happens for me. That's not ultimately what I'm attracted to men who are not Jewish.
But when he brought up his little brother that's like not so little and he's 6'7", I feel as though like that might be a match to be had.
I know. I was a little bit like, tell me about him.
That's a fun Jewish rarity, I feel.
He travels, yeah.
Yeah, I will say I'm talking to other people on Hinge who were like not interested in doing this, who are not Jewish. So
okay.
So everyone knows, I promise.
But of a stable mind.
I mean, this guy he started cooking during the pandemic. That's relatable. All right, we like that. He had decor. All right, my man had stuff in the background, which is definitely
well, the fact that he was
the opposite of a red flag.
The fact that he was in the kitchen was like he was ready to talk about the fact that he was cooking and he wants to cook for you is what I picked up.
Yeah.
So
he was also drinking something that someone left at his apartment, which is very relatable. I love to do that. When somebody leaves something, I'm like, oh, that's a Devon drink now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I like this guy. I think this could be something.
Yeah, I liked him too, actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and I was kind of interested.
Kind of the front runner, we feel.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just when you came in and you were all like very pleased with him. I'm sorry if this is like I just don't want to I guess blend with the general consensus. I feel as though I really liked the first guy more.
Andrew.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be a contrarian, but like
based on what?
You are. Yeah, based on what? You like the blank walls.
Oh god, he did put you in a little bit of a comfortable position talking about his friend a little bit, I felt. And then he did come in hot at the beginning, talking about who his competition was, which I feel as though could be something a little bit like of a toxic trait down the line of like, okay, who is that other person?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I felt like it was playful. I felt like it was more just like he knows that there are other people, and he was just like, well, so what's the deal? Like it didn't come off to me as like ugly.
But for the first thing, I don't know.
Taylor, what do you think?
If I try to think of it in Bachelor terms, where you know you're in competition with other people, not like normal dating where you have to pretend you don't.
Exactly.
It's normal. You know what I mean? Like, I think it is regular. If I imagine you're Tayshia, you know, because I don't acknowledge any other contestants after that season because she did the best job.
Yeah, she was amazing. Perfect.
Yeah, I think it's fine to ask because everyone's acknowledging it's out in the open, and like we know there's other people here. So
yeah, that's how I read it as well. Also, this is
on a regular date. That's weird, but
right.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're on a regular date, you're like, who else are you going on dates with this week?
Yeah, that's
not the problem.
I would also like to just note, just for Jenny, because I feel like you'd be proud of me. I've decided to watch this season of The Bachelor. I'm watching Black Bachelor this year.
Okay.
It's going to be the first season of the show that I've ever watched, and so we'll have something to talk about. Yeah.
Devon, that's so exciting because you are new to the Bachelor franchise. The Bachelor is new to the Bachelor franchise, and all of the women are new to the Bachelor franchise. So
everyone's new.
I feel like all they needed to do to get me into The Bachelor is just put Black people in it, and now I'm like, oh, okay,
it's honestly
I'll check it out.
So much better.
It's so much better. It's so much fucking better, and the cast is so great. I like everybody.
Except for that Queen girl. I didn't like her. The girl who kept talking about us. That girl sucks.
She's producer candy though. Like the producer.
So glad she got through though, because I'm like, because with
somebody, I was talking to somebody else about this, and they were like, yeah, they have to keep somebody like that in there for a little bit just to like stir the pot.
Yeah,
like, that logic makes sense.
It's easier to like do it on the Bachelor seasons than it is on the Bachelorette seasons because the women will just be like, no, like they'll keep them on for like the shortest period of time and then kick them off, whereas the guys will find Victoria for like 8 weeks.
Right. Like the Bachelor is more willing to be like, okay, I'll go along with these shenanigans, whatever.
And also this guy doesn't know at all. So like you normally people have been on some other version of the show and probably were manipulated in the beginning and then we're like, oh, okay, he has no idea. Like, and these are the best reality producers in the whole industry. So like, if they're like, I don't know, maybe Victoria, he's probably like, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Victoria, I don't know.
I like him. I like him a lot. I think he's.
I didn't like the prayer.
I didn't like the prayer.
Oh
yeah, the prayer was
Christian.
I would have watched it right out.
Ate it up. That's
America. Everyone in Indiana was obsessed with that moment.
I love it. I think it's honest.
It was perfect. It was the right.
It's honest.
The fact that no one left the room.
And when they were like, "What's your job?" She was like, "I'm in the beauty space," and I was like, "That's honest. I love it." That's true.
And Andrew, I'm with you 100%. The prayer was corny as hell, but I would also say that it's like on brand for this guy because this guy is like a fucking dork. He's a huge, like he's a corny guy, but he is like so attractive. I was watching, I was just like, God damn, this dude's so good looking. But he's like Obama. You know, they have to. The first Black Bachelor had to be corny. He couldn't be cool. If they got like a nigga that was like actually cool, the show wouldn't work. It had to be a guy that was like, hi, like he had to be like Russell Wilson, you know?
Which is crazy because the first Black Bachelorette was actually like very much like, no, you can go.
Yeah.
She was like,
I need to watch.
A huge waste of my time. So
no, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
I need to watch that season too.
Yeah, you should.
Season is really good. She would literally eviscerate you right in front of everybody else and send you home. It was so cleansing.
You'd love it, actually, Devon. I'm so excited that you're part of the family now. Batch name.
You know,
I'm gonna want to stop. But
Jason.
I'm visiting. I'm visiting the family for a weekend.
Okay.
You're visiting for now, and then you're gonna make it to Bachelor in Paradise, and you're gonna be like, I live here.
Maybe. I mean, I will say I came in skeptical. I like went and like watched it with one of my friends who's big into it, and I was really ready to roll my eyes. And halfway through the episode, I was just fully invested. I was like, I'm all the way in. I like this, and I care. Like I already care about the candidates and who makes it. So I get why this works.
It's true. It's because it's not, when you realize it's like normal people, you're like, oh yeah, I want them to find love.
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of sweet nurses.
And then,
and then a couple of influencers. You know, a couple of pharmacists and then some influencers.
That is the perfect.
This is like just sweet nurses who want to quit nursing and like
and take nurse jobs. Yeah.
And I want that for them.
And sell FabFitFun. That's all they want. Okay.
A lot of nurses and dental hygienists.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, our last guy is in the Zoom in the waiting room, and here's the setup for him. So I had a third guy lined up for today, but he flaked on me, just a Hinge guy. So I told my one of my best friends, Cheno, who actually sings the theme song of this podcast. I told her that I was nervous for my recording today and that I had someone flake on me. And she said, oh my God, go on a date with my brother. So I fully have a huge crush on her brother. We've met each other a few times, but he's always had a girlfriend when we've met. He is absolutely based in Los Angeles. And it would be a dream of mine to be her sister-in-law. That would be the best gift of my life. So that's where we're at. So kind of not quite fair because we already do know each other, but we've never really been on a date per se, because it's always been more like we're hanging out because you're one of my best friend's brothers.
And that's the best. I love having social context for people. That's honestly amazing. So he's kind of got a real leg up because of that.
Yeah. Fully not.
On my scoreboard, which is old packaging.
So that's where we're at here. But he is on the West Coast ultimately. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh my God. Terrified, nervous, scared. Okay. Hi.
Hey,
how are you?
wait, hold on. I can't hear you.
Okay.
What might it be?
Is it your AirPods?
Might it work better without? Yeah, I'm going to disconnect. I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Nope, still can't hear you.
Not at all?
The age-old Zoom issue.
Andrew, can you hear me?
Output.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Andrew. Sorry.
This is bizarre. I'm so
Aiden,
sorry.
what is going on? You want to leave and come back? I'm texting you.
How about now? Can I hear you now?
I can hear you. Can you
I can hear you, but I've just unplugged my microphone. Is that all right?
Yeah, you have a microphone, like an actual microphone?
One of these guys.
What is it for?
I do video production stuff as well.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, but what are you using your microphone for that?
For narration for marketing videos.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of my clients, I offered for them to, I offered to like work with a voice actor for some of the videos, and they were like, no, I think your voice is fine. So I bought one of these.
Yeah, you've got fully a good British voice.
Right, and I definitely manicure it too for the client videos.
Yeah, no need to pay extra for
exactly.
No need.
Yeah.
How are you? How's California? What's going on?
It's great. It's gorgeous weather outside. Bought a surfboard on Saturday.
Oh my God.
Went surfing for the first time in like 10 years yesterday.
Can you still surf?
I can, surprisingly.
Okay.
I did better than I thought I would. So
that's amazing. Caught a wave, actually?
Caught 5.
Wow.
But, not to gloat or anything.
Big deal. I have never surfed or attempted to. I think I would be a disaster.
Well, don't knock it. I mean, don't knock yourself. I think you could give it a go. You do have a low center of gravity. So, I mean, getting up might be easier.
Right. But what about if I'm just lacking balance and was never good at any sport?
I couldn't really help you there. yeah, it starts with the balance, right? No, it starts with the willingness to give it a go, I suppose.
Okay, well, I have that. I would try.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
attempt. I would definitely attempt. Is everything shut down though? What are you doing in your day to day? What's happening?
Day to day, I am working from home.
Mm-hmm.
This is my office and also my bedroom.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see a closet. Good.
Yeah, I am flying my drone for work. I had a shoot in Santa Monica today. But I've only just got back because I was in the UK for 3 weeks. So haven't
for the holidays?
Yeah, which is even more lockdown.
Right. Well, ultimately the strain that we're all worried about came straight from home.
Right. Yeah. And I can assure you that I tested negative in order to fly. So I hopefully haven't brought the UK variant to the US.
I'm hoping not. I hope you're
Although,
not zero.
I believe it's already here. So
yeah. No, I think it's here now too. It already got to us.
Yeah. You're in New York, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So presumably pretty tough there.
Yeah, well, not as bad as where you are right now, but I think we're probably going to have a big lockdown too. So I got myself a fish so that I have a friend.
Oh, sick. Nice.
Yeah, pretty sick.
What kind of fish?
Just a male beta fish.
Okay. Have you put the mirror up to the tank yet?
No, because apparently that stresses them out. It's like they're fighting someone. And I don't want him to feel like he's fighting anyone. I just want him to feel like he's comfortable.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I want to do.
I had a biology project in high school where like we all were supposed to like document the traits of the fish when you put the mirror in front of them. And to think in hindsight that was really cruel, all in the name of, like high school biology, doesn't make me feel great.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to make you feel so they gave you a beta fish in high school biology?
I mean, like in the lab. We didn't take them home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That would have been cool if you got a pet from class.
Yeah, cooler than like a fake baby, I suppose.
Yeah, I had that.
You had that?
I had that. Yeah, I had.
Did it work? Did it instill safe sex practices?
It did, but also because I was a drama kid and fully nerdy, so that was just gonna happen for me anyway. We had a fake baby, but what was really fucked up about ours was that every baby had a specific genetic disease. So we were learning about like how diseases are passed on through genetics, and mine, because my partner and I are both Jewish, had like an Ashkenazi Jewish related like sickle cell anemia or something, which is like my fake baby.
So they profiled your baby based on like your heritage?
Yeah, they actually did do that. Is that
That's
weird?
bold. I feel like that wouldn't fly nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know if they could do that, but they were like, we were assigned our partners. So, and then we like went back into our genealogy, and then we were assigned different genetic diseases that the baby might have based on that.
Wow.
Now I kind of feel like that was maybe messed up.
Right. Like, I mean, what would my baby's traits have? Like,
I don't know.
Bad teeth.
You don't have bad teeth.
Well, braces.
Did you braces?
Dad did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Thank the Lord.
I know. I wear my retainers now. I think that
means I need to do that because my teeth are slowly getting fucked up again.
Yeah, you gotta get a retainer.
Yeah, I was told I have a snaggle tooth.
Where?
About a year ago.
I don't see it. No.
Yeah. It's just been like dinging around my head ever since.
No, that person was just being rude.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I think that person was being super rude. Okay, so what's your day-to-day right now? So you take the drone out.
Take the drone out, fly it around for an hour and a half, depending on what it is I have to shoot. It's usually real estate, which isn't that fun, but it makes a decent amount of money.
You're getting like, when they're selling mansions, you're getting the like drone shot?
Yeah, pretty much on the residential side. And then the commercial side, I shoot like fucking strip malls and like industrial zones. Really, really not thrilling stuff, but
I'm thrilled.
But it's fun. It's fun flying the drone. Then I get back. I make lunch. It's a Costco sandwich every time.
Oh no.
The turkey, I highly recommend. No, not like a pre-made Costco sandwich.
Oh my God.
I go all out on the sandwich, okay? Turkey cheese, pickles, Carolina gold sauce, Peronaise, which is a Nando's product. Nando's.
I don't know what that means.
It's an English chicken place, and they now sell their like amazing sauce all over the world because it's so good. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I'll send you a link.
Okay, yeah, send me the link. I want to hear about your amazing sandwich for sure. Make it for myself.
And then I spent a lot of time playing with my roommate's dog.
Oh.
Her name is Harper. Okay. Yeah, she's actually a puppy. She's not quite a dog yet.
What kind of puppy?
She is so adorable. She is we're waiting on the results of the DNA test, but
your dog's getting a DNA test. So
like one of those like
is the dog could have had.
Right. But it's like a shepherd blue heeler mix sort of thing. So her top coat, her back looks kind of like a German shepherd, so brown and black, and then her belly looks like a blue heeler, so it's like speckled like white and gray.
Wow. Is
she
big?
No, she's small. She's almost fully grown. She's like 40 pounds.
Okay.
She's got these big expressive ears that you can like tell what she's thinking based on which way they're pointing. She is a big booty shaker.
Okay.
Yeah, she like she can't run at you straight on. She's like kind of sideways and like wiggling on her way over.
Twerks. Okay.
Yeah, she twerks, absolutely.
Cute.
And she's just such a treat to have around. And I spend way too much time, well, not way too much time because the time isn't wasted, but I play with her a lot and I missed her a lot over the 3 weeks that I was gone.
How many roommates do you have? Just one?
3.
3? Okay.
3. Yeah, I live with one of my day one homies from London. We actually grew up right next door to each other.
Okay.
He moved out to LA in September, which is when we moved into this place. A friend I have known since I was a kid from the East Coast, who lives in LA now as well, and his old roommate. And it's his old roommate who owns Harper.
All guys.
So all guys, yeah.
Okay. Is the apartment a mess, or is it how?
Oh no. It's we keep it very, very clean.
Okay.
Zach, the guy who owns Harper, is in the best possible way, a clean freak, and I use that term, as a term of endearment, because he like, if you like filling up your glass of water from the fridge, the fridge door, and a little drip goes down the fridge, you can count on him wiping that up 5 minutes later. Yeah, which is great.
I can't believe that you can also get water from the fridge door. Your fridge has a water feature where you can just get water, ice.
We do, although it's actually broken at the moment. Okay. We have a very temperamental fridge, so I am sort of I'm
impressed though. Still,
I talk about it like it's like great, but it really actually sucks.
Okay. Yeah. I have nothing. I have no amenities in my apartment. I don't have a dishwasher. My fridge is just a basic bitch fridge. No water, no ice, none of that. No laundry in building.
That's New York for you though, right?
That's New York. That's what you get. Yeah.
You have a fish though?
I do have a fish. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting a snail.
Interesting. I haven't heard anyone say that.
Yeah, I know. Me, the first person to ever get a snail.
Where does one get a snail?
Same place I got the fish, at like Petco.
Okay, not like
Central Park. Yeah, because betta fish famously don't like other fish. They're very aggressive. So if I put another fish in there, it might kill the fish, but they're okay with snails. So, and the snail would also do some of the work of cleaning the tank, which would be nice.
So a snail can survive in water? Why did I think that they were like above water animals?
Have you ever watched SpongeBob?
Yeah, but like that.
It's a pet snail.
Okay, true.
And it makes sense. There's a starfish, and like Sandy, the squirrel, she has to wear an air. She has to have oxygen, or she can't be under there. Everyone else is legitimately something you would find underwater.
Of course, I suppose those are all accurate representations of the animals in the show.
Absolutely. If the snail couldn't survive underwater, he would have also had an air tank for sure.
Yeah, totally.
I hate to do this. Also, hello. But we are at 10 minutes, so
okay.
Wrap it up.
We're just getting into it, Andrew.
How did I do?
Great. It was really nice to talk to you.
You too. Yeah, I'm very happy to help, and I love to see what you're doing. It's very fun.
Yeah. Oh my God. And now I have your phone number. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But it was nice to see you.
Yeah, you too. I hope this shit is usable.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. We're gonna use it.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Sweet. Well, yeah, sorry about the mic. I hope my audio.
Oh my God. The fact that you had a mic is above and beyond. You did not need to have that.
Well, didn't work, so
okay.
Alas.
Fine. And neither does the fridge, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will see you later.
Cool. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so you like him the best.
Okay, so I did have a crush on him in general in the beginning, but he does live across the country from me, so. Devon, what is your face?
I can tell he has an LA accent, so.
Yeah, right.
That makes a lot of sense.
In my personal opinion, that man had murder vibes. It was the first thing that I saw when I saw his face, and I couldn't after that. I couldn't even have a positive opinion about him. And then I texted Andrew and said I think he has murder vibes, and Andrew sent me the Wikipedia of Eric Trump, and then they look too much, and it's like I can't unsee those things. Yeah. I can't unsee them, and so I'm out. I'm out.
Do you guys think it's because he's a blonde male adult?
No,
I don't know. I don't also, Jenny, I don't know how much of this is salvageable because you also want to release this and not speak negatively, but I just don't like the hair slicked back.
I know.
The slick back.
That's not how he wears his hair usually. I don't know why he did that today.
That's his first thing.
That's how he thinks that's his dress up hair.
He needs help. He needs a girl to help him. No, I'm sorry. I don't know.
To change him and fix him,
make a better technique. No, but yeah, I have a crush for sure, but also, I don't know. In terms of dates, definitely the second one was the best one.
Yes.
If we're gonna talk about dates, the second one was the best date for sure.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. So. How would you rank those dates right now in terms of how you felt about them, Jenny?
Yeah.
Me?
Yes.
I think everybody is in the top. I think everyone is in the top
three. Everybody's in the top three.
Everyone's in the top three. Everyone's above.
Was that helpful?
Everyone's above a 5. No one for me. No one for me is like that was kind of just like meh. No one was meh for me. But sure. I'm still gonna give our first man no decoration white wall man. He'll get a 6. He's gonna get a 6. And then I think my British boo is getting probably a 6.5. And then in terms of dates, a little bit better just because I have a crush on him, but I don't know if he has a crush on me. So that's a problem. And then that's ultimately a huge issue. And then I'm going to give my middle date, I think he gets an 8 maybe.
Okay. That's really high.
I think Kitchen gets an 8. Okay. What do we think? What are we feeling? Do you think I've misrepresented what was happening, or do we all agree?
I don't know. I haven't been on a date with a man in like 4 years, but what I will say is that those rankings seem correct. I would say I don't know. It just takes a little longer with boys to get to know them sometimes, or to like connect and find common ground. But I think the second one was really excited to be here with you, and that's enough for me. An interest in me is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, we love that actually. It's really important in order to make it work.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing is that they like you a lot. And are excited. I tell this to everyone I know. And I think it's true for every person who is a sweetheart that someone should be really excited to get to talk to you and spend time with you.
And he was the only person to vocalize wanting to do more.
Do it again.
So
yeah, he was like, "Can I ask you out?" So we love that.
Yeah, like life's too short not to be like really psyched about hanging out and spending time together, because you can just, there's television, so you could just be alone.
Right, we could just be watching Netflix.
It's very funny to me that your alternative to love is televiation.
Yeah, 100%. Or food. I'm not a psycho.
Yeah, it can also be dessert, whatever. It could be
food or TV. I'm not a monster. Like.
Okay. All right.
Dev, what do you think?
I think that, I mean, if I could rank them just in terms of like how I felt that they went, I would definitely have to go number 2, then probably number 1, and then probably number 3. But you know what? I'm probably biased just because my initial perception of the third guy was just like, I'm out on this. But I mean, I feel like number 2 was like way above everybody else. Like I feel like that was hands down the best date. That guy just seemed like, you know, he was excited about your whole deal. Like he was just excited to be there and be talking with you. He seemed to be able to like roll pretty well with things conversationally. I think he was the best at like having a conversation. I think he had the best sense of humor, probably. Maybe I have a crush on this guy. I don't know. I feel like I'm good.
And Andrew, babe?
Yeah, no, I know that I gave number 2 a little bit of a hard time after the initial date, but I thought more about it. He was clearly like the most into you, and so like I feel like that deserves a lot of credit. And whereas like the first one didn't even come with like a proper Zoom background, that was like a major faux pas right at the beginning. And the third one, just because you have like a close connection, you know, there's a connecting factor, I think that you should avoid that.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Really responsible thinking, but hearing that from another person would make me want to jump right in.
Yeah, like, I'm getting on a plane. Take me to COVID capital, USA. No, yeah. I'm not. Again, no.
I will say that like when I think about dating stuff now, a big kind of like I said with the podcast thing, it's like when I date, I want people to be completely removed from
your life,
any of my social circle. That way, if things don't go well, you know what I mean? We just have a clean break. We don't have to we don't have to see each other. You guys like we're completely out of each other's lives.
Yeah, that's smart.
Isn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
I won't investigate.
That stuff can get weird.
Yeah, that's definitely fair for sure. Did you guys think I was normal on dates? What is your takeaway on me? Am I normal? I don't even know.
I don't think you're normal. I think you're special. But I think that
thank you.
Yeah, I think it's weird watching. It's weird to know you're on Zoom, and it's weird to know you're recorded and being on a date. So I also am gonna like take that into account with the guys, and since they don't they're not on camera usually, that's a big part of it. But yeah, I honestly think most dates are gonna be like are gonna be like 1 and 3, where you're just like, okay, we're getting to know each other, and I'm a little like I'm in and I'm out. But the second one is kind of crazy that you guys were on a Zoom and there were people watching on the Zoom, and he was able to talk to you as though you weren't, you know, on a podcast or being recorded. That's cool. Because sometimes that literally doesn't even happen in person. So
yeah.
Yep. I completely agree.
You know,
it was a very unnatural setting, and it felt very like casual and normal, which I think
what we're saying is marry him.
Okay, marry him.
Marry
him. Marry him. Well, he has my number, so hopefully he'll text me.
Okay.
We'll see. Or listen to this podcast and then know that he's allowed. He can text me. Okay. And you promised that I wasn't being weird on these dates. It was normal.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't tell you if you were, because I would never shake your confidence like that. But I promise you,
that's true. That's true.
Okay, you would never tell me. Okay.
And you were able to talk about New Jersey an awful lot. I was
able to talk about New Jersey. I know everyone wants to talk about New Jersey. Is the highlight of the conversation every time. They're like, "Oh, Jersey, I know about that."
Yeah, go completely off.
Really fucked up place.
I truly
but it's also kind of cute.
Really cute. Really fucked up. Okay. Wow.
I'm going to hang out with the girl who's from New Jersey, literally in like an hour.
You're gonna love it.
Oh my god, that's gonna be great. You're already hanging out with 2 girls from New Jersey right now, and you're just gonna go hang out. Oh,
that's true.
We're all from New Jersey.
Third girl.
Wow, you're gonna be exhausted.
Oh
my god, you're just having a full New Jersey evening, Texas.
Yeah, how did I don't know what I did, but I'm so lucky.
You're so lucky. What did you do to deserve
really hard?
Okay, I also need to say, because this wasn't actually recorded, but Devon did say I looked very pretty when we first came into Zoom. So I'm just going to say that. So now it's recorded.
Yeah, I said it and I stand by it.
Kenny is ultimately the Jersey girl that he is going out with in an hour.
No. Oh my god.
Oh my god. What
Oh,
twist.
start that rumor. Don't start that rumor.
Oh my god.
I'm starting it.
We don't need it.
How absolutely nuts would that be though? I mean,
If we
that
were
is
like,
absolutely
we're
that's really
popping
not
off
the
the
case,
Zoom and I'm coming over.
Would you talk about me and Andrew behind our backs?
No.
Absolutely.
Okay, why
Absolutely,
not? Thank you.
Yeah.
God.
Yes, I would talk about
I just want to be able to like witness
I don't know that
day as well. Can we please just witness it?
Oh
Okay,
my god.
wow. I feel like
That
this
would be
episode was
chaos.
wild and wonderful. Thank you everyone who's listening and came on these dates with me. Please DM at Receipts Pod and tell us if you want dating advice, what kinds of episodes you like listening to. We're here for you, baby. Wow, thank you so much to Taylor and to Devon.
Thanks for having us.
Fun.
We had a lot of fun. I love going on dates I'm not on.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says, but
okay. And thank you so much, of course, to producer Andrew.
Oh my god, this is so much fun.
Has my back. Okay.
I want you to go on more dates.
Oh my god. Yay. Okay, well, thank you so much.